What do you think about Stanley quenchers? Like, Stanley has those mugs.
Yeah.
You see them everywhere. If you go to any Equinox or Soul Cycle, or, if you're out in the street, I bet right now, Aloe Yoga is open. I bet someone at Aloe Yoga is carrying it. Yeah. Someone Stanley quenchers are everywhere. And they've done a fantastic job of creating a business around that. Is that a fad, or that quencher was around for a long time and it wasn't the fad that it is today? Is that a fad, or is that a sustainable business?
It matches all the patterns of a fad, but at the same time, I feel like they're on their fourth or fifth year of continuous growth. And they've also it's also not a product you have to go out and grab like Prime is, or Red Bull maybe. It is something that is now built into your daily routine. And I know a lot of people where they feel weird on the days they don't have their Simple Modern or their Stanley quencher with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like they've successfully crossed over to that other side. They also did a really good job, maybe not with us, but with a 40-year-old woman, they built that brand really well. Kind of like Yeti or Patagonia, in a way that I think, I was just thinking in my head, I feel like Prime also never felt like a legitimatized brand. It was always Logan Paul and KSI, they're YouTubers that I follow, so I want to go and get that bottle. But it was never this legitimized brand that felt they've got their stake in the ground and, they're going to be a household brand name. You know what I mean? Native, for example, feels like they've got that stake in the ground and very established brand. But Prime never felt like it was that established as a brand.
Well, I think that's fair, but I think that's true. But I would say that Prime started in 2022. They've been around for 2 years. It's hard to establish a brand that has that type of that maintains that type of hype in just 2 years. I guess it's hard to establish a brand that has so much growth in the first year. I mean, who does $250 million in sales year one and over $1 billion in sales too? And is a sustainable brand? That seems unsustainable by definition. Meanwhile, Stanley's been around for a century. Yes, the quencher is popular right now, but Stanley's been a brand that's been around for a really long time. I read this thing that said that Stanley said, what did they say? They said, we've realized that when people are going out, what they do is they reach for their keys, their wallet, and their Stanley. And they think about that in their head. They're like, do I have my keys? Do I have my wallet? Do I have my Stanley? And they're like, we've integrated ourselves in the day-to-day routine of people when they leave their house, which I thought was really interesting.